Welcome to the Static Distortion podcast. I'm Grimzlee. Welcome to the
I'm
podcast.
Moral.
Yeah, we got Moral here, and today we have our very first guest, Decaine. How are you doing, bro?
What up? I'm good. How are you guys?
Dude, we're getting along as best as we can.
Yeah,
Can't
thank you for
complain.
having me. Thanks for inviting me. All that.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
We haven't even put anything out yet. This is kind of like I don't know. We're getting some of these backlogged and ready to go. We finally have the art ready, and next week is on because I finally can get everything going.
Are you guys putting it up on Apple and Spotify, or just
I plan
putting
on
it
it.
out YouTube? Or...
It'll be,
Okay,
I mean, the main thing will
nice,
be
nice.
YouTube and stuff like that, but it will be on there. I want to,
Oh yeah,
I want to get it on all the platforms because I think it would be cool to have it, like linked on like my Spotify profile on the playlist and shit, you know.
for sure, for sure.
So we can,
Yeah, I'll do that too. Then we'll do the shorts and everything with the probably CapCut
Yeah.
auto captions and shit.
yeah, it won't,
Bro.
it won't be the highest
How
quality.
is
Yet.
y'all's cameras so crispy?
Oh, dude,
Bro, I don't know. I'm using my MacBook.
I'm using mine too. Mine's all blurry.
I'm not gonna.
Well, I put
All right, I've had a Canon DSLR for like 8 years, and this thing, it's I just use my phone for recording content now. So now this thing is just my dedicated camera rig. It just is overkill. It's just a super pro rig, you know. It's
Yeah.
great.
I got a reading lamp on me right now, so maybe that helps.
That's probably I'm in a closet, so it's probably not helping.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I was living the closet content creation life for like 2.5 years at the last house I was out until I got in this apartment. Dude, I get it.
That's how
I
it
get
be.
it completely. That's where all my music was written to begin with.
Yeah, this is the studio, so
Yeah,
That's
bro.
the move.
Fuck yeah.
That is the move.
I'm sure everybody at home can relate with the closet studio.
oh yeah, and we all start somewhere, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
I still go over
I can't
to.
even fit in my closet, bro.
I get that. I go over to my friends' places here in Nashville, and they all do the closet studio, man. Especially like the vocals. Literally the vocal booth is just a slot in between clothes on the clothing rack. You know, just
Yeah.
just got the SM7B just ready to go. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah,
It's facts.
let's do it.
Bro, when I was a kid and I was like making songs on my iPhone, I would literally go to I must have been in middle school. I would put a sock over the headphones mic and I would go into the bathroom. There was this glass shower and I would stand in there and I would just do that. And that was like the most I don't know, it did not end well.
It's like free reverb though.
Exactly.
No,
man.
100%.
Exactly.
I don't even think I knew what the word reverb was back
Yeah,
then.
it's facts.
You gotta learn. You learned.
Yeah, 100% for sure.
Gotta start somewhere. So, dude,
Yeah.
what questions did you have today, Moral?
Dude. All right. So Decaine, I say introduce yourself a little bit first
Yeah.
before I go into
For
these.
sure, my
Because some of
bad.
the questions I have are going to be more like, they're going to be kind of like straightforward, but they're also going to be like some fun hypothetical ones. But before we get to those, Decaine, you want to talk about yourself? We're all kind of in the similar grunge gaze, shoegaze, whatever you want to call it, scene. Take it away.
Well, I'm Decaine. My actual name's Dylan. So I guess I'll just start with a little fun story. So I started in a closet, funny enough. Still am in a closet, but I started in my friend's closet on his MacBook with a gaming headset, and I used to rap. And one of my rap songs blew up around the school a little bit, like I'd say like a couple thousand views. So I thought, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Maybe I should try to do it more. And I just continued to do it. I ended up buying my MacBook from the school at the end of the year so I could have something to like do music on after we graduated and stuff. So
That's
from there it just like I had my own setup at that point in my room, just free space, no closet, no nothing, just doing rap songs. And then I'd say like 2 years ago, 2023, I was in my studio in my garage at my mom's house, and I pulled up this one beat. It was like a free Deftones type alternative rock beat. Pulled it up. I was like, let me see what I can do. Did something, and then that's the very first song that's on my catalog is Ghost. And that's, if you guys want to check that out, free plug. Yeah, from there, I was trying to figure out a name because I just had this song sitting around and it was nothing like any of my other stuff. So I just, for days, I'm just like sitting around. I'm like, should I go with this name, that name? And then I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, what does this look like? And it was just Decay. She was like, what about like Decaine? Like your Decaine. I was like, oh, it's pretty
That's pretty
tight. So
tight.
I wrote it on
Yeah.
the whiteboard.
I didn't even think
And
about
then,
that.
yeah, I wrote it on the whiteboard for a couple days. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So I created a new little thing on distro, or like when you upload stuff, you got to do the is this going to this artist or that artist? So I created a new artist, got it verified, immediately uploaded the song, did it for as quick as they could upload it. And the next thing you know, I'm at like 100 monthly listeners, and I never even reached 7 monthly listeners with my other account. So I'm at 100. I'm hype. So then, from there, we're here now.
Dude, that's awesome.
All right.
Well, what made
Sitting
you?
at 65K.
65K.
Dude, that's so sick.
It's crazy.
How did the transition go between rap to this? Were you always interested in this type of music? Did you like it?
I grew up on
Yeah.
this stuff, like Limp Bizkit, Deftones. Like Deftones got a recent wave in popularity on TikTok, but like I was listening to that shit out of the womb, and like funny enough, I mean you probably wouldn't hear it in my music, but Paramore is probably like my goat. Like Hayley Williams got to be the voice of a generation. She's
I
like
understand. Great
it's-
shit.
but like early 2000s rock radio, like All American Reject, stuff like that was on, the Dallas radios out here. That's kind of like what influenced me the most. And I just did rap because it was like what was cool. So I was like 16, 17, didn't have an
Dude.
identity yet.
I get that.
Dude, you're like speaking my entire like backstory too. This is awesome.
Oh, that's so
That's
funny.
exactly how I started.
Dude,
It's facts. I feel like a lot of people started doing like emo rap or just rap, and then they just
Yeah.
transitioned when they got older.
Yeah, 100%.
see,
It's like-
I never had the rap phase. That's the one thing I haven't had. It's so weird for me. I started playing in metal bands as a teenager, and then I started doing EDM music. I started creating EDM music.
tight.
It was shit. It was so bad. And then I still played in metal bands all the way up until I started this because I don't know. I started making some of this stuff and pitching it to my band, and they were like, "This ain't us, but it's cool. You should do something else with it." And that's how this
Yeah.
got started. So,
Bro, I feel like it's like because Grims, you're 26, 27?
bro, I'm 28.
28.
I'm old as hell.
28. Dylan, you're 22. I'm 21. I feel like
Rub it
it's
in.
kind of like an age thing. No. like when you said like you did like dubstep, right?
hmm
I remember when I'm in like 5th, 6th grade, like Skrillex was the shit.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like
So
the
that was
time.
probably like when I was in that time frame, Skrillex and dubstep were the shit when you were like in high school. But
Yeah.
like when Dylan and I were pushing late, probably middle school, early high school, like Peep, X
Yeah.
were the
the
shit,
SoundCloud era.
all that type of stuff. So everyone was like, "Oh, I can do that. Like, I want to do that. That's the cool thing."
See,
Even though, like, yeah,
yeah,
you got
I fell in love with the SoundCloud era in college from 2015 to 2019. Dude, I fell in love with it, and that definitely did play a role in me doing this eventually. But I never made any music like that. I was really into dude, I was listening to like, I've always listened to just like Slipknot and Bring Me the Horizon and all those types of metal bands, which definitely play an influence into this. But then also, I was super into Chainsmokers and Marshmello and all
Oh,
those
yeah.
fucking EDM artists,
Yeah,
and
dude.
and so, and I definitely have taken influences from both. I mean, like I think you can hear a lot of my like EDM style. Like, I have a song called "Time to Pray" that has a lot of that in it, and I haven't really brought that out in a while, but maybe in the future. I don't know. But it's
Do
cool
it.
to see influences like that come out in different ways and how we all get to where we're at now. It's a process to see what works.
I feel like electronic music's super prevalent in the metal community nowadays, though.
Oh, yeah, for
With
sure.
like the synths and like people doing verses. Their verses are usually less guitar-y, more like synthy, EDM-y, and then it breaks down into the guitar for the chorus and the breakdowns and stuff.
It's interesting. I would say that you know what EDM was in the late 2010s. It was the producer's genre, which I mean, of course, it still is. But now metal has become the producer's genre. It went from the metalcore era, which was it had a lot of production on it, but these days the thing that's popular is straight up just crazy overproduced. I mean, I call it overproduced. Really, it's
Yeah,
just like Sleep Token and like President and like all these bands that are popping off that are just they're awesome, and it is a new wave and it is different. I don't think I think that it is a different type of metal, and it is I don't know, it's cool. I like it. But it is
for sure.
hyper production, and what we do is not. It can be
Yeah,
and it probably will get there, but this shit is way more grunge punk, uh and people do admire production, but it's not everything.
yeah. It's more
100%.
the music people that do admire the overproduction and like the. I feel like the fans are more drawn to the more raw, and then they're like, "Oh, he's sold out" once he gets overproduced. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
I mean, that was the fascination with the SoundCloud era.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, was that kind of like, oh, this was more DIY? And
exactly.
I think the DIY in any genre, that is relatively emo indie is so appreciated. Like DIY hardcore scenes, DIY Midwest emo,
Yeah,
DIY rock. Like people like that rawness, and that's I think what resonates with all those genres. That's why it pulled people like us, people like you in, like
yep.
all together because it's all similar.
Yeah.
Facts.
God. Just getting deep
Fuck
here
yeah,
already.
that guy. Yeah. All right. I have some pretty like. Should we? Let's start with the fun ones. And we'll go from there. Before we get into like the serious music industry ones. But all right. What fictional character or characters embody the alternative scene as a whole? Like you have to. They paint like who is the spokesperson, fictional character or characters? Who would you guys say?
Oh my God. There's like
That's a
four of them, and like two of them are Ryan Gosling's characters in various movies. I mean, Fight Club. What's his name? Uh,
Tyler
Tyler
Durden.
Durden. I would say him. I would say the original, The Crow. Um,
Oh
Crow.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
my answer, so I'm done.
I would say
Like,
Tyler Durden. Like The Crow. Let's see here. I think about Ryan Gosling's character in Blade Runner 2044, and was it Beyond the Pines or whatever? He's got all those
Yeah.
tattoos and shit. I see that all the time in these types of in this genres posts and shit. Twilight is big.
oh yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen. Shit, man.
Dude, cartoon characters. Can't count out the cartoon characters.
Oh yeah, any
I mean,
type of goth girl cartoon character.
like from the Harley Quinn from Batman, the animated Batman
Yeah.
Yeah.
movie.
The chick
Batman
from
Beyond.
Total Drama Island.
Oh my god, what is her name? Gwen.
Yeah, bro. Everyone knows Gwen.
Did y'all know they
Yeah,
brought that
bro.
back recently?
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
and it sucks.
Well,
Fuck.
yeah.
That was my shit back in
They
the
brought
day.
used to
it's all new people. and it sucks.
Borderline like be an adult TV show on Cartoon Network.
It was like Survivor for little kids.
Yeah,
dude.
it was. I loved it.
Dude, I had to put Marceline the Vampire Slayer in that category. I would say.
I see her every now and then. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm trying to think
I've got
anybody
more
else.
of a niche one. It's I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Grimzlee, you might be in the same bracket as me. I'm an old head. So Lost have you ever seen the Lost Boys?
Yeah, of course. That was
So I'm thinking I wrote multiple songs about Star from that movie.
okay.
And I think she embodies the
I see
she's she's almost a vampire, but she's like half vampire, half human, you know what I mean? Like
Fun fact: that is the first horror movie I ever saw as a kid.
It's fire.
My
It's a
dad
great
showed
movie.
it to me. And,
Same.
Dude, what about Grim and Mandy?
oh, of course. You know, I mean, that's literally
Yeah.
where the Grim
Hey,
and
come on.
Grimzlee came from.
Jack Skeleton?
Yeah, Jack Skellington.
Oh yeah.
Man, we could go
Yeah.
forever with this. If you any like Johnny Depp's characters, you know, Edward Scissorhands,
Fucking Batman.
Sweeney
Batman.
Todd.
Oh my God, how could we leave out Batman?
Nightwing. Venom.
Joker.
Dude, literally. Fucking Mordecai. No. All right, well, I thought that was decent.
Yeah, that was fun. I think
Oh yeah.
we could probably go forever if we keep thinking because
100%.
like this, it's crazy what I see online.
If that becomes a highlight, we're gonna like miss a name, and someone's gonna comment like, "How the fuck
Bring
did
them
you
on,
forget?"
dude. Let's get that
Yeah.
engagement bait.
Yeah. Comment below who is the embodiment, fictional character of alternative music. But yeah, all right. We can get into some other stuff, I guess. Well, I guess here's a basic one, like Decaine. Who's your dream collab or collabs?
Well, I would definitely. It would have been Peep. Rest in peace.
Mm.
That's the reason I started music. I mean, people are like, that was never a phase. Like, I still to this day, I'm still listening to that. But as far as a live dream collab, as of right now, I'd say like smaller artist, something that's like actually possible. I'd say Mad Kelly. I don't know if you guys have heard Mad Kelly.
Yeah,
Bro.
okay.
I would say me and Mad Kelly. I feel like we could do something pretty crazy on a song. Another one that's a little out of reach, probably be like Holy Water. You know, getting the dude from Holy Water on the song, but
Fuck yeah.
you know, it's a little bit of different style, but same realm.
Yeah, 100%.
That's cool.
Grims?
Oh, dude, I just want Ollie Sykes on a song. You know,
Oh yeah,
Fair.
I just want Ollie Sykes on a song one day. That'd be cool.
Dude, fair.
That's
Fair,
the
fair,
I
fair,
made
fair.
it song. Or you know,
100%.
at that point, I'm just doing donuts in the parking lot after I won. You know,
yeah.
Dude, yeah. Bro, I would have to say Travis Barker.
Oh yeah.
I would want a song produced by Travis Barker, or I'd want to do a heavy shoegaze song with Joji on it. I just feel like that would be a really cool concept. And then
where did he even go?
Uh,
He fell off the map in the last 2 years. He just hasn't
I
been
don't
around. He dropped his last
I-
album and he's just ain't said nothing to
Yeah.
nobody. He had his huge success, and I think shit, I wouldn't blame him if he just rode off into the sunset. Fuck him.
100%.
That's what Lauryn Hill did.
Why not? I mean,
You know.
if you make your
Yeah.
bag, I mean, you've given the
Yeah,
world
people
all
write
it
me
needs.
Yeah.
That's facts.
I need him back though. But I guess like Decaine, what you said, kind of like a real more realistic one, which I don't know how realistic this is, but I guess similar scene. Allie Nicholas has been on my radar for so long,
yeah.
and I feel like me and her would fucking make a banger.
Dude, she's
Like,
dope.
Yeah, I love her music so much. So would say
I feel like y'all could do some acoustic stuff if y'all were, you
Dude.
know what I mean? Because you know how she, did you ever find her like original acoustic videos on her account?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I found her.
that's
So.
yeah, same.
I see you doing that a lot, so that's pretty dope.
That would be fucking awesome. But yeah, that'd be that. And then if y'all could build the coolest like festival, and you could have like you have 10 bands or people, and you can only pick like 3 commercially successful like mainstream bands. You have to take about 3 middle grounds, and then more like 4 people from our scene. Who would you do? I think that's 9, and then 1 more of whatever. Yourself.
Shit.
Okay. So 9 more, including myself? Or?
No. So like 9 plus yourself, where 3 are like mainstream, like they made it. 3 are like right under that, and then 3 are people in our scene.
Are we calling mainstream like commercially successful? Like everyone?
commercially
saying
successful.
Commercially
Yeah.
successful is over 5 million monthlies or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Gotcha. All right.
I think I would probably. I've already said it multiple times, but Bring Me the Horizons would be up there for me.
Boom.
Shit. I mean, if you
And
have
then
like Bring Me the Horizons, Deftones, and fucking let's see who else, like Sleep
Are you
Token.
keeping it a rock? Are you keeping it a rock festival, or are you gonna make it like all whatever?
It'll probably stay mostly rock for me. I would
Yeah, I
imagine
think that sounds cool.
because it would be,
okay.
and then I would have those be the major ones. I would try and steer clear as many people from our genre as possible, just because we don't fucking sell tickets, dude. This genre fucking sucks ass. Nobody comes to see this shit. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Nobody comes to these types of shows.
Ah.
I think. Let's see here.
I guess I meant like anybody who's like popped off in any sort of like alternative, like on the TikTok side of thing. I don't know. Whatever the fuck you want to call us. I don't know.
I'm gonna throw
what we-
some more underground names in there. Like,
Do it.
I don't know if she's underground, but Amira, of course, Amira Alfiki.
100%.
I gotta bring Scarlet House. That dude. Anytime I ask him a question, he always answers. And this is, I mean, he doesn't answer DMs now, but when he could, he would steer me in the right direction and not be like an asshole about it. I don't know if we can cuss, but
Oh yeah,
No,
fuck
dude.
it.
Let it fly.
but yeah, that's two names. And then for a bigger name, I'd probably go Loathe. I got it. I saw them live not too long ago.
I'm jealous.
Top 10 experience of my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
they're great. And the Deftones, of course.
All right, so you got Loathe and Deftones, and then you got Scarlet and Amira. So that's two. That's 2 out of 3, and that's 2 out of 3.
All right.
And you got yourself, that's 5. You gotta play. It's in the clause,
As long as I'm backstage right there, just watching that
dude.
shit.
Yeah, dude. You run the festival and you're playing. That's what it is.
Let's throw Quantic on there.
Where's
Quantic-
does Quantic? Yeah, Quantic sits in that Scarlet realm. I would say.
I
Yeah.
feel like
OG. He's low. Is he OG? Are we saying
I
he's
think
the OG
so,
of like
bro.
the whole shoegaze, TikTok, grunge gaze thing?
I think he definitely started the using auto-tune in the rock scene. But like he used
Yeah.
auto-tune to where it was like rappers use auto-tune.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like it made me at least a little bit more comfortable to be like, oh, like
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah. Shit, I never even thought about that.
For sure.
But throw Quantical in there.
I don't know, man. I don't know who else I'd put on there. I'm pretty lost with this type of question, man. It's too
I
many.
usually have names on names. I'm just on the spot. I'm not too good. My good friend's Gene Ross. I'll throw him on the
Fuck
the
yeah.
art scene. Gene Ross.
Let's go, Gene.
Yes, they're fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they're sick.
Let's throw Ecstasy on there.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's really all I got though.
Hell yeah.
Fair.
What about you though? Let's hear your festival more.
Shit. All right. Top 3. Panic at the Disco. Deftones. Who do I want to go with here? I could say Blink 182. I'll
Should.
probably say yeah. I'll probably yeah, but they already I'm trying to think of like what would be hard to get, you know what I mean? But I guess if we're staying rock, I'll go Blink. That's fine. Underneath of that, I would say are they bands? Do the bands like they have to be around right now? Like they can't be retired?
Nah, they can be whatever.
Whoever you want,
Oh
buddy.
fuck!
Whoever you want.
Title Fight and Citizen.
Oh yeah, title fight. Let's bring them back.
Yeah, Title Fight, Citizen, and someone else in that realm.
What, Turnover?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm thinking more. I'm pulling up Spotify.
We,
I
Hold
can't
on.
fuck up this question.
hold on. We can't sit here with silence
Oh,
too.
real friends.
Oh,
Friends.
Real
dude,
Friends is good.
I just discovered them the other day. What's
Dude,
the
fuck
song?
yeah.
Hold on, I gotta tell you the song. See if you
I hate
know
that
it.
I saw them back in the day and I didn't appreciate them for who they were. Because I didn't know them. I'd never heard them. I saw them
They're-
at Warped Tour.
Song's called "When You Were Here."
Yes.
Yeah, that one. I heard that and I
Some
was like,
new stuff,
I
dude.
love these guys. That's the only song
Dude.
I know though.
Dude, you got to check out their old stuff. It's so rough. It's awesome.
Fire.
Movements could have fell in there. I guess our scene. I'm saying Jutes. I'm saying Amira,
Shoots.
and I'll probably go with Alley or Holy Water, either way. And then for lower part, us three done.
Let's go.
That works. I'm down
Easy.
for it.
Yeah, we're the undercards, but everyone's already there. So
Facts.
We're there. We get
sponsored by Ghost Energy too. That's what
I want to throw
Ghost
one more on
energy.
my top, and then one more in my middle, because that's
Do
all
it.
I got. And then we're the three, and then since there's 4 at the bottom, right? You said
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
It'll be
I got it. On top of that, you have to add 3 of completely different genres.
oh my god. Oh, I'm going Young Lean
Fuck.
I like
yeah.
Young Lean.
Okay.
for the top, because when he does Agony live, it's like everybody just freezes.
Yeah.
At least for different genre, but for I'll go Turnstile to add my third.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
How did I forget
my
that? I'm
third
from
big one.
Baltimore.
And then in the middle, I'll go Kenny Hoopla as the 4th.
Oh, dude, you're eating right now.
And then for the bottom, it's us 3. And then I'll throw Nobulent on there, even though he's got like 2 million. But I still feel like he's still in our
he
scene
is still.
where it's like
I'm gonna be real with you. I still think he's big. He's underground, but the thing is, I don't think he's quite made it to past underground yet. Just because it's only one of his songs that have done insane. He has some other fairly like big songs, but like I feel like you have to have multiple of those types of songs to be like mainstream. You know? Does that make any sense?
With like a big production.
Not even
Yeah.
necessarily big production. I don't know. Also, he's one of those cases where, like me, where it's like the instrumental is what kind of popped him off and everything, and that does play a role in like how big you get
That's true
as an
too.
artist. You have to kind of like, I don't know, man. Shit's weird. Shit's really
No, I mean
weird.
you're not wrong. Like, dude, I love the dude's music. Like, I think he's really.
I think
good.
it's great too. I really like
But
stuff.
you can see the difference, kind of like what you're saying, when songs blew up through like edits or like or instrumental stuff versus people who had like their face up and it was about like their lyric or about whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like you can see the difference in fan bases, and you can see how one is, all right, I'm opening on tours and I'm getting a couple sold out shows that are more in like designated areas, and the ones that are like, oh, I'm going on a full nationwide run and 90% of the tour is sold out.
Yeah.
In the small clubs.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just a weird fine line. Like music is so specific. Like you have to like, it has to be your face on it, your voice attached to it, and your content of you popping off with the song being the main focus. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so you have to be so fucking like just all over everything you do. Like you can put photo scrolls up and they will get you plays for sure. But it's hard to get past that line of being like a listen to having a fan. And
Exactly. That's
You
why
hit the
I
nail
just
on the
started
head.
doing like the Moral knows about it. I just put the camera down, take a step back, show my fit, show myself at work, like do it, like just show my daily. It's basically like a vlog with my song in the background with the caption, and that's it. But they're still seeing me rather than like, you know, my edits of the nostalgic edits or the I listen to Deftones this or I listen to this before this. You know what I mean?
Dude, I totally copied you today. I'm not gonna lie.
It's completely fine. Everybody copies somebody.
you have to.
At least with the promotion thing, it's like there's nothing original.
You gotta like take bits and pieces from everybody and then make it a
exactly.
little bit your own, but also it's your own because it's your own song. But everyone copies everyone's format and hashtags.
Yeah, the format. I mean, it's just like doing the theme on a website. It's just like I'll click that one.
I mean, it's just
Other people
trends.
have it.
You gotta.
and it
follow
only
trends.
works for only so long. Like I haven't found something that like there was like a couple months ago I had a pop, and then that pop carried momentum for a couple weeks. Down, down, down. Pop carry momentum. I haven't had something like that in like a whole 2 months.
So what's going on?
Was like,
you're just showing your fit. What's going on? I've got to see. Dude, I'm telling you, I've been so bad about like social media. I've just been posting my random fucking bullshit content just to get through because I've been working on music constantly.
Hey man,
Well,
I like your
I
content.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, you're doing more like performance content. That's what I'm trying to get into. Is like what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to like. I have 2 TikToks now that I run daily. The one that's like pretty much all performance stuff, and I'm starting in August because I recoup my advance next month, and then starting in August, I'm gonna like start actually like putting forward. I have a videographer that I'm going to be using, and have him on retainer for every month and start doing the big content. But then my other channel, my other TikTok's going to be the like, I'm going to call it the brain rot content that of just like me sitting there like, hey, look, check my song out or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just like I want to keep I want to like make my main pages just like real good shit,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like that's what I want, and then I see like, for example, like kind of like what you're saying with the 2 different accounts, right? So I wasn't seeing as much traction. Like there was a time I was getting consistently over 2K views every time, and I was like, that's fine. And then once 2K goes to 5, once goes to 5 goes to 20, whatever. And then now I was struggling to break over the 1,000 in under a few hours. So then I had a second account, which I was just doing random shit, and then a video did decently well where I was literally just recording my face, and I put a sort of dark romance theme where I was like, hey, if we're not like, if it was just like a love language thing, it was like, if we're not like obsessing over each other and we're not yearning over each other, then don't do it. Like then I don't want it or something like that. Like some basic thing like that. And I just did like #alt TikTok, #TikTok, whatever.
That's the big thing is hashtags.
Yeah, and those started doing really well. So then I was like, it made me, even though I'd rather post like the performance stuff, like the really sick stuff, like you're saying, I was like, well, I have a bigger fan base on this account. What if I tried it on there? But then it didn't. But then what if it does? So then that's where you're playing that guessing game. It's like, I want to do the sick content, or do I throw in some of that here and there too? It's so weird because everyone's like, you got to stay doing the same thing. But I don't think I don't know.
Well, I get a lot of fan comments of like, they're like, it's split. It's like, please give us this same song again. And then there's the fans that are like, dude, you used this song 1,000 times. Use a new one. But I'm like, you don't understand the algorithm, bro. This is the only song that's like showing
does well.
It's going to people. So like, I don't.
Dude, I get so annoyed by that.
I'm not trying to get heated in the comments. So like, when people come see it, they're like, oh, this guy's a dickhead.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You just can't do anything.
Yeah,
it's rage bait.
Yeah, Grims.
Yeah, I can't do any type of like rage bait type shit, man. Fuck that. I just
come on, Grims, chime in.
Nah. People just get mad at me in the comments. I get a lot of good shit, a lot of bad shit, man. It is what it is.
That's how it
a lot
is.
of nothing.
You're not doing nothing right if you don't have no haters.
But to be honest with you, don't stop posting the same fucking song. I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, none of our songs have reached their full potential. If you're underneath like 100 million plays, you haven't really like made it with that song.
Exactly.
I mean, that's stupid. Sounds stupid to say, but like, yeah, your fans might get bored of hearing it, and that's why you still come out with new fucking music. That's why they should be following you on fucking Spotify.
Exactly.
If you're just following me on TikTok, you're a waste of a fucking follower because I don't want you just here. I'm wanting you here so you go over there. I
want you at the show.
Yeah, and at the show.
Screaming the set list.
Exactly.
Dude, yes.
That's why I've been feeling heavy recently that like my Instagram needs to be different, man. Like my Instagram needs to be me talking to my followers that know me directly, and then let the TikTok and YouTube short shit be me talking to the people who have no idea who the fuck I am.
Like the NPCs,
Yeah.
you know, the ones that they leave the comment of just a smiley face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, man, there's no right or wrong way to do this. There's a lot of people who do both. You know, there are so many artists out there who I envy so much who they make one post whenever their song drops, and that's all they have to do.
I'm so jealous of them. I know, like as soon as you said that, like I had like 7 names pop up in my head, and it just automatically does well because they have a bit of a fan base, but they also have an amazing team that just pumps them everywhere. And then there's us that is just posting the song every fucking day on 3 different accounts daily.
Yeah.
It's like, please.
I mean,
it's like scraping for change over here.
I
Just
beg.
like any type of content we can get, we're posting it.
and
Dude, yeah.
the fact of the matter is, as well, yeah, you want a post of you to do amazing, but more than anything, to really blow the fuck up, is to have a trend start with your shit. You know, like that's the only thing. That's what got Miss Reaper to do numbers for quite a while because of the car scene, the weightlifting scene.
That's a big thing on mine.
Yeah,
is the weightlifting scene and the car scene.
Yeah,
it's like millions of extra views. For free.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Dude, I still have yet to even get like an ounce of that.
Well, you're marketing more towards the goth girl, alt girl scene. You know what I mean? Because like when I click on who's used your video, it's a bunch of chicks lip singing to the song. Ours is like dudes like in the mirror, or like driving their like nice. I've seen some nice cars tagged to my song.
The bikers too, dude. The bikers.
Yeah,
the bikers.
Bro, I feel like anytime, every now and then, I'll get like there's like a video of someone using my song. It's like a gym workout. I'm like, hell yeah! I'm like, nice, let's go, dude. That's so cool. But like your guys is like, I can see, dude. I swear, like either of you guys are gonna be in like a Trend Twins video one of these days now. Like the fact that like Dear Death and Sweet Spine were already in it. Like,
oh yeah,
like
they use Next Time a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, Next Time?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Trend Twins. Like, wait, what?
No.
That'd be funny as shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Any day now. Why is thy savior is gonna be in like a chest day?
Dude, I've been
there was one.
Next Time, I've been like, I don't like reaching out to people because I don't think people like fuck with me, you know, or anything like that. I'd never reach out to people. I
feel it.
Whenever people reach out to me, like in DMs and stuff like that, that's whenever I'm more likely to respond. But I don't like reach out to people. But like Next Time, like me and him used to talk every now and then a little bit, but now he's like to the moon. And you know, I had this instrumental from him that I bought a year ago. It was like right before the huge blow up. And I sit there, I have the song, and he was like, yeah, whenever you put it out, make sure you feature me. And I'm just sitting here like, the song is just sitting. I'm like, dude, I can't just go and ask him to like be featured on this song anymore. No, I can't. Dude, he's way too big, and that's way too much of an ask, and that would look like shit on my end to go and do that now. So it's like, I think this song is just probably going to have to just sit. This song is just going to chill. You know,
I mean, dude, you're not like a small artist. You know, what
I don't
mean?
know,
like,
dude. Today I finally went underneath 100,000 monthly listeners for the first time in 2 years, and I want to blow my goddamn brains.
All right, well, on a positive note, dude, I see you as one of like the low key founding fathers.
I appreciate it. I did.
Yeah, so I feel like, dude, I've brought your name up to people. One of them you're working with now on a track, if you want to disclose any of that. People fuck with you. Like, even if you've never met them, they're like, oh my God, I fucking love Grimzlee. And I was like,
it's a weird thing. Like, I think it's just because of the torment I put myself through the first 2 years that I just like, I don't comment back to anybody. I don't respond, you know, fuck that shit, man. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm so that's why like I leave it on you to do the like get awesome guests like you, Decaine, because I'm like I don't want to reach out to people in case they're just like nah, dude, fuck you. Hate you.
I mean, it didn't matter who hit me up. If you would have hit me up, I would have been like, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's also like there are people that are the stream farmers that hit me up that are just like, hey, be on the song right now, be on the song right now, and then they're
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
No.
and I
They
know
have,
that
like-
and I know that they don't give a fuck about having me because then they add 2 other artists on the fucking song, and then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I hate this.
I have a lot of people hit me up on TikTok DMs
Yeah,
asking for a song, and I click on their TikTok because I'm not going to be the guy that's like, give me $500. If I want to make
Yeah,
some
no.
good art, I'll make some good art.
I don't do
But-
that either. I hate that whenever like, you know, I hear about artists like asking for money up front because here's the thing. I know that as soon as I pay you the money and you do it, you're never gonna fucking promote this. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the song should only do or get you paid as much as you're putting in on it. And I
It
like,
should be organic
should
rather
be.
than manufactured,
yeah,
which is like, again, where it's like these people hit me up and it's like, dude, I don't care if you have 3 followers or 300,000. Why do you not have your music up so I can hear it? Like, why are you not promoting your own music to where it's like,
Yeah.
why would I want to do a song with you if you don't even care?
yeah,
That's facts, actually.
I want my discography to look good. I don't want it to like, I don't want people to go through like, he's got a song with that guy.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
yeah, and then it's also like the people who comment like, yeah, but you're missing someone. Like I could be on this song, it'd be a lot better. Like you know what I mean? Like it'd be like you need me on a track. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Or like when people tell you how to like promote, it's like, well, this video's at 200,000. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who
I'm like,
are you?
have you
Not
hit
on
that?
no
I'm like,
cocky
no.
shit either. It's just
No,
like,
no, it's
what
for
are
real,
you
though.
talking about, dude? You have
Like-
you don't even have a profile picture.
Oh my god.
And everyone's playing a guessing game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Unless you're like on some major label and they're like clearing you a path and a rollout plan, sure.
Mhm.
But like everyone's like, I need to find something that works. So you're gonna start off taking desperate measures that you're gonna look back on and cringe at, and then you're gonna follow a pattern that someone else did, and then maybe something happens, maybe something doesn't. It could happen in 3 years, it could happen in 2 months. You never fucking know.
It's facts.
yeah. Shit.
But there's always wise men in the comments being like,
Yeah.
duh, just saying a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Decaine, what's have you had any weird, let's call them fan interactions or any type of weird
Oh.
DMs, weird people trying to hit you up or people just acting weird to you
What's
or
the tea?
awkward?
Not really, actually.
Really?
My fans are kind of chill. They usually just ask for merch. Like, how do I get merch?
Oh, that's a
really
good
the only
thing, dude.
fire.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like the only DMs I get. Oh, okay. Here's one. So my song is called
Are you
"Where's."
looking at it?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm trying to think. So this dude's in my comments like every day on TikTok. It's "Where's thy savior?" And it's like, one time he commented, "Are you mocking God?" And I was like, I'm gonna leave that alone. You know,
Yeah,
that's just delusion. In your own head.
W publicist, self-publicist move.
And he DMs me 3 days ago. I still haven't opened it, but I saw the DM on my thing, and he said, "Just curious, are you a Christian?" It's like,
I've gotten that type of shit too because of this my crosses logo.
I got crosses tatted all over my body, but it's
Oh,
like,
dude, I've got
I don't
crosses.
I don't
right
want to
here.
disclose none of this to you. For one, like, this has nothing to do with the music,
Yeah.
regardless of my beliefs. I don't do politics in music. I don't do none of that. If you want to take the
100%.
song how you want to take it, then take it that way and feed yourself. But I wrote the song. This song was a freestyle. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it just so happened to have meaning to you. But like, don't put the like, you're a devil worshiper or you're a God lover or you're this or you're that. It's like,
I will always tell him
yeah,
I
what are you
am.
doing, bro?
I'm a devil worshiper. Satan for real. Satan all the way.
Fuck.
Dude, I mean, fuck them. I
Yeah, it's
go talk more
annoying.
shit about me in the comments to push this algorithm, bitch. You know,
Facts.
keep going.
facts.
I don't, you know, like I don't really care all the time.
So your thing is like, I just want to piss you off. If you're doing all this shit, I just want to piss you off.
I do have a couple tattoos with meaning that piss people off, which is, it's like my main goal with them was to piss people off. It's like the I got this anarchy tattoo.
That's sick.
That's fire.
It's like, it's like a big fuck you to people walking that like are like, oh, he's a fascist. I'm like, no, I'm not a fascist, you dumbass.
dumb fuck.
Or like I got a upside down cross on my chest, but it's the cross of St. Peter. And a lot of people, you know, they obviously
got my St. Peter.
Yeah, they correlate it with you know, devil worshiping and 666, but it's like it's the complete opposite meaning. What the upside down cross?
Peter, like what's like the St. Peter thing?
Well, in a nutshell, he was crucified upside down. Or, yeah, he's crucified upside down on an upside down cross because he didn't feel like he was worthy of being hung right side up like Jesus.
Oh,
something along those lines, where it's like
and then he became a saint.
Well, I've always been told that he is the protector of safe travels. And that's kind of one reason why people wear them so often around their neck and stuff every day. And I got a necklace like this from my mom years ago, and it's just like I've always just kept it on because it's just like I don't know, it's just kind of cool in my opinion. It's like a Constantine, you know, kind of charm.
Another thing about crosses, right, is why I got a reason why it's upside down, and I have one right side up on the other side as well, but it's
I fuck with that.
Yeah, it's upside down, right side up. But the main reason I got them is because of perspective, right? If you're looking at this one, you're looking at it right side up. I'm looking at it upside down, though. You know what I mean? So this one, I'm looking at it right side up. You're looking at it upside down, and you know you're coming up with some story about me that you don't even know me, but you're coming up with something already because it's upside down. You know what I mean?
Damn,
it's pretty deep, but. It's also just to piss people off.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, tell somebody next time they give you shit about your anarchy tattoo, just be like, dude, it's a fucking Avengers logo. Like, fuck off.
No, I'm using that.
I'm a huge Iron Man fan.
Wait, you mean this Avengers tattoo?
Dude, Avengers Assemble, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, holy shit.
I brought that up about the fan thing because there was this one lady this past week on my other TikTok, not my main TikTok, where I just post, it's just videos of myself, like, and I post 2 a day, and she was commenting on most of them, and I never comment back. I don't even look. I didn't even know about it. I don't look at any type of shit like that because it's just not worth my fucking time. But my girlfriend Sabrina, she monitors and looks at all that shit, and she was like, I'm tired of this lady. You know, she was talking and she started going schizo. You're never going to be famous. You don't talk to people in your comments. You're never going to be famous. Whenever she was like saying, hey, you know, doing like just trying to hit me up like in all the comments, trying to get me to like respond and stuff like that. And I never like would, and I'm never going to. But then it gets like more and more schizo and stuff like that. Just talking about like, why won't you respond? You know, why aren't you responding? You're never going to be famous if you don't respond. You're never going to make it as an artist. And it's just like,
if you ever respond, it's going to be the day.
You should totally respond and just be like, hey.
What's up?
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Just like, my bad.
Bro, moment of appreciation, though, for your girlfriend, dude. She's always commenting on your posts, trying to boost the algorithm.
She's the best, man. I wish I was as famous as her.
Dude, I'll see your post. I'm like, let me comment, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not the first one.
Yeah, dude, she makes a post on TikTok and gets like at least like 20,000 views and shit.
That's crazy.
You know, it's that hot girl life. It's easy.
W.
Yeah. Oh gosh, but it's cool. But yeah. So, have you played any shows yet, Decaine?
A long time ago, but it was back when I was doing that rap stuff I was talking about. But nothing as far as the rock stuff. I just recently started practicing with a band.
Hell yeah.
Which if anybody's watching this and you're an upcoming artist and you're looking for a band, use the app Vampr, VAMPR. That's how I found my band. I found a drummer, a guitarist, a bassist, and a second guitarist. And we practice every Saturday now. We're all cool. So it's like Tinder for musicians. It sounds weird, and I got the ad one day. I was like, I'm not going to use that. But
I might use it.
I got on it, and I was like, dude, there's so many people using this app around here. So free plug for Vampr.
Dude,
not sponsored.
You are in Texas. You are in the best place in the world to like do shows. and do like touring.
Yeah.
You can spend your entire career just touring Texas. Like and
Yeah, I've thought about North Texas tours already because it's like, it's easy to do because it's like all these places are, especially in Texas, because in Texas we like to stick together. So if I say I'm a Texas artist, they're like, "Come on, man,
yeah,
join the set or join the bill or whatever." You know, like Texas goes hard for each other, so
they do.
it's yeah,
Dude, I would
it's a
love
cool state to be.
I would love the three of us to do like a Texas run.
Yeah, so we're
I'd
working
love to
on
get
that.
out there.
Throw Gene on there,
Oh yeah,
dude. I mean, I know, because I mean, we're all like Harry. We all know
Yeah.
Harry. Like, and he was talking about like, yeah, we can get you all guys on a show and have like Gene or somebody else or whoever, like whoever.
Let's just
Like,
all
that
go
would be
crash
cool.
at Harry's place in Texas and do a few shows.
But,
Little campfire, dude. I would love to do a Texas show. Texas seems so cool.
dude, it's lit out here.
I guess like your alternative scene looks crazy.
Yeah.
Like Grims, I'm pretty sure I think we talked about this, but like there's probably like 2 or 3 Texas cities in our top 5 or 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's
Always, and
nuts.
Dallas is one of them. You know.
Dallas is.
And you know where Baltimore is? 40. So much love.
Yeah, I ended up having 2 people in Nashville that came out just because they had known my music that were in Nashville, like, and not because I knew them and stuff. Come out to my last show, like, man. But whenever I went to Atlanta, it was good. But I'm telling you, Nashville sucks for this type of music unless you have I guess, a way bigger following. But
Grims, just go country.
I do need to go country. I've thought about
Like
it.
Seether did when they dropped that country song.
Dude,
Do a lot of
Seether's
country.
underrated. I'm going to say that.
Do what?
Yeah.
Seether is underrated.
Oh yeah,
They
for
are.
sure.
I
Bro,
will
did
say
you
that.
know they're from South Africa?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. Bro,
Are
I
you
watched an
serious?
interview with them literally last night, which is funny that we're talking about it, but I heard him talk and I was like, this dude's not. I went to, you know how like you go check and see where they're from on the, I use Apple Music, so I scroll down and it just tells me where they're from.
Yeah.
I look at it, it's like Padona, South Africa. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Where the fuck?
Insane.
Dude, they sound like that. What the hell?
yeah.
Dude, I just heard one of their Deftones covers they did the other week.
Change. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. That dude got that dad rock energy out of me.
Facts.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
I've seen Seether a couple times, and it's always
Really?
they pack a fucking punch. Their tones are insane. Like, they don't do shit on stage. Like, dude, if they didn't have such good music, it would be the most boring show in the world to watch. Like, they're not rocking out really, you know.
Yeah.
But they're just
They're feeling.
but their songs just they are so tight and dialed in. You know, like, and it's all real, like, live instrumentation. There's no backing shit going on with them. Like, you know, and they have a huge wall of sound, and it is always very, very good. And he talks a lot in between songs as well. And that's how I know that. You know, he ain't afraid to get drunk and yell at the crowd a little bit.
That's awesome.
Dude, I remember like I knew Seether, but I'm not like a huge fan, but I respect them. But like I would say like a year and a half ago, I had a show planned in Baltimore, and Seether was playing at a venue here called Pier 6 Pavilion, which is like, it's not an indoor venue. It's like right before it's a pavilion, so it's like right before you get to arena. It's like, what's the second biggest I can play?
Yeah.
It was Seether and Skillet, and I just got off work. It was like a fucking 12-hour day or whatever, 8-hour day. I don't know. But I drove down here because I was like, I need to pass out flyers. Like, I need to talk about the show. So I'm just like, I bring like 500 paper flyers. I'm giving to people, and I'm hearing them in the background, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like, this band rips, dude.
Yeah.
And granted, like, it was a mix of like the alt people, but a lot of like obviously like more middle-aged, grungy, dad rock, whatever. But like, it was still like a good market. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, facts.
I think like another band that kind of falls into that I think is severely underrated, even though they've had plenty of commercial success, but I think like they should be up there with kind of like how like Deftones got the resurgence. Obviously Deftones is one of a kind, but all these like new metal bands that are getting a resurgence, I think Chevelle should be.
Oh,
up
dude,
there.
I just went to a Chevelle show the other day. I
Ooh,
waited
that's so sick.
8 hours in the Texas sun for them to perform in the dark.
Damn.
It was crazy, crazy hot.
I bet.
We almost died before we got to see him, but you know,
It's
Yeah.
so crazy that they haven't had their Deftones moment
Yeah.
on like TikTok and shit. Like they have a lot of riffs that
Yeah,
have that
dude.
kind of
I actually
style.
use them to promote my stuff on TikTok. I'm like Chevelle fans, and then I
Dude,
do
Chevelle
hashtag
fans
Chevelle.
go hard.
Yeah, so
They'll be in the comments like Chevelle mentioned Chevelle, and I was
Yeah.
like, huh. So maybe I should start the photo slideshow with Chevelle instead of something else.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, well,
Man.
that's cool.
Well, guys, I'd say let's. This has been a fun one. Let's wrap it up here. We're right at an hour. This has been great, Decaine. Thank you so much for coming on, man. This is fun.
thank you
Dude,
guys
hell
for
yeah.
having me.
Hopefully, the next step of the way is that we're all doing a show together sometime.
For sure.
And we all
Get it done.
got 50 million monthly listeners.
Yeah.
Dude, I honestly think we probably all have similar cities. I feel like we could low-key sell some good tickets if
Oh, we'll
with the
do it.
right cap room.
We'll do it.
100%.
We'll get it done.
We'll talk about it after I press stop.
Yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
stream and we can stream for it.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, this is the Static Distortion. Oh my God, I can't talk. The Static Distortion Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
brother.
Peace.
Adios.
Peace.